Hi,
Hey,
Ashley Baptiste here.
and Gus, how's everybody doing?
Gus Calabrese.
We have not been live in a while. Just looked in 3 months.
Do we feel a little out of practice?
I don't feel. I mean, we've done. We've spoken on stages.
Is that different from going live?
We've been on other people's stages in the
We've
last
been
3
in front
months.
of people.
We've been in front of people. We just haven't been ourselves going live. So we just thought we'd catch up.
It's been a crazy few months. How long has it been since we've gone live?
It's been over 3 months. So anyway.
You want to get them up to speed?
Yes. We're parked here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, our new home. We've been here for 8-9 months now.
8.
8.
Which is incredible. I can't believe that a majority of the year is already gone since we've been here. That's crazy.
We dealt with some stuff. My father unfortunately passed away, and we had to. We spent about 6 weeks or so dealing with that, and then my mother, we had to find accommodations for her, settling part of that estate. We ran quite a few events in the last few months. Traveled a bit. We've been grounded for a month now, which is kind of nice.
It actually has.
Haven't been on a plane in over a month or about a month, and
we're so used to traveling. But I have to tell you that having our daily routine,
but
has been.
When we say this, we joke. We traveled last weekend. We drove someplace. We've done that a couple times.
I guess not getting on a plane is
not getting on a plane is a different thing.
It's a different story. Well, that's it. I mean, packing for overnight is different from packing for a week trip. So
yeah,
for me anyway.
So we've done that a couple times.
Sometimes I had to bring 12 outfits, but whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, we've had a chance to see family. We've had a chance to reconnect and connect with clients and conference attendees. We've had. Can I tell them about the Utility Expo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that was one of the highlights of this year.
So one of the things, and we've not done this before, but we were asked to do a smaller version of the Advanced Women Leadership Program at the Utility Expo, which happens every 2 years in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's this massive trade show.
20,000 attendees.
There you go. And it's mostly equipment manufacturers.
For the utility industry.
Think
bucket trucks.
Big bucket trucks, big cranes,
helicopters,
big construction, things to make the power stations.
In fact, we had lunch with some helicopter pilots.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So
I mean, it was a completely new experience for us.
And to boot, it was a completely new experience for them.
Right. They had never done anything like that before.
We we all know what we do, but we sort of didn't all know what was going on all the time. So it was awesome. It was fun.
It was fabulous.
It rained a lot.
It rained more than I think I've ever seen rain.
It rained 5 inches
in one day.
In one afternoon, almost.
Yeah. No, it was torrential and constant.
In fact, we were by that river in Louisville. What was that river called? I don't know. Anyway.
It might be the Missouri.
There was a river.
No, I have.
And we actually got alerts on our phone to get away from.
Yeah.
To clear out.
Get on higher land, higher ground.
But
it was nuts. But it was. But what a cool experience! I mean, basically, we did. We had a half an hour panel discussion with some leaders in the utility industry, and it was in this. It was on the trade show floor. It was in this huge space called the community.
And everybody there, because they closed down the outside, so there were 15,000 people in this building, and we're doing
because it was still raining torrentially.
We had center court on stage, where Ashley led the panel discussion.
It was great.
And while the panel discussion was going on, it was bourbon tasting, light bites, and it was and it was a band. I don't even what we call that music.
There was some kind of bluegrass band.
Bluegrass, that's what it was. The bluegrass band was playing.
It was played right after us, so
pretty cool.
That was neat. And then the next day, we were inside in more of a classroom setting and had several speakers present on just their journeys, things that they've learned. Gus and I presented on networking, which was great. And I think, with any conference that we do or any event that we are a part of, when you hear from people later who attended, like that really opened up things for me or that really made an impact, I was just like, oh, because sometimes you forget, right? You get so busy in the doing. And
we also met with a completely different audience for us. So we
Yes.
met people we've never met before, obviously.
Which was great.
And yeah, it was great to get the feedback and stuff. It was really cool. And that was was that October?
That was early October. It was in Louisville, Kentucky, and it'll be there again in 2 years. We hope to be a part of it again. It was fantastic.
Yeah, we did an event in Vegas, and my father passed at the end.
Yeah, right at the end of September.
At the end of September, while we were still in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then we had to come back, and then we had to do it and get to.
And then we had to go to Louisville. But it was super. Oh, can I also mention?
What's that?
So, I do almost all of the booking of our travel, and for some crazy reason, I did not, because all of this stuff was going on, I did not book our flights to Louisville until it was too late to actually get a decent flight into Louisville. They were all sold out because there were so many people coming to the Utility Expo. So instead, we flew into Nashville and then rented a car because it was a 2-hour drive or something. It wasn't that far for us to go to Louisville from Nashville.
And our road we've never seen.
Beautiful.
It was kind of cool.
It was beautiful. We stopped in
Bowling Green.
Thank you. Kentucky.
To see the National Corvette Museum.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
If you've never been and you happen to be near there, go. It's a beautiful structure. The museum was amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was just going to be, a bunch of cars. They were beautiful cars, and it was very cleverly done. I loved it. I thought it was terrific.
And they also had years ago. So years ago, I forget how many years ago they actually had a sinkhole at this museum, and a number of cars fell into the sinkhole. And
so they have like a whole exhibit about that too.
And they have a place you can look into the hole. They kept part of the hole there, which was pretty wild. They looked down like, I don't know how many feet it was, 20, 30 feet down. And if you're buying a Corvette, you can opt for the Bowling Green Museum delivery. You also get a year membership into the museum for buying the vet. And I think it's about another $1,500 besides your travel cost. But they probably had 6 or 7 cars being delivered that day. It was pretty cool.
It was neat.
But then we drove back up did the Louisville thing.
We did Louisville, and then
on the way back.
Buc-ee's.
Well, not only Buc-ee's.
Oh,
we did
I'm
Buc-ee's
sorry.
Twice.
We did do Buc-ee's twice. I love that place.
If you haven't been to Buc-ee's, you gotta go to a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, highly recommend.
If you're from the Philadelphia area, where a lot of our friends are, it's wild on steroids.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
So cool.
They don't make hoagies though, but they have smoked
phenomenal smoked brisket sandwiches.
120 gas pumps.
And the cleanest bathrooms as their advertising.
But
But what did we?
We went to Grand Ole Opry.
Oh yeah, so we went. We obviously had to drive back to Nashville to catch our flight, but we decided to go a little early and just spend the day in Nashville, which was really great. I'm so glad we did that. We there's a mall right next to the Grand Ole Opry. The gift shop at the Grand Ole Opry was cool, and just being around there was very, very nice. It was surprising to us how many other people. Our flight was at like 9 p.m. And when we left the Grand Ole Opry to go to the airport, we were like, "Man, this place is packed."
What was going on? There was also something else going on.
There had to have been something else going on because it was so busy. But we were.
The Nashville airport was insane to drive into.
Yeah, it was a little.
I remember that. I forgot about that now.
It was confusing, weird, and a little like, and then you have that moment where you're like, "Oh, we should have left even earlier," and you're like, "What?"
So now, what are we up to?
What are we up to, guys?
We're selling our end of the year packages. We're building our events for 2026. We have family coming in for the holidays right now. If you're watching this in the past of when we've done it live, it's 1 week before Christmas. It's a Thursday before Christmas. And Christmas is next Thursday. Where our event that's happening in January is practically sold out. We only have a handful of seats left. I think less than a handful.
Less than a handful of seats left for that.
Then
I just today booked a conference in March in Houston. I will get 100% confirmation of those dates in the next 48 hours.
We're playing with some new marketing.
So stay tuned.
We're playing with some new projects. I'm going to start doing a TikTok live sales channel. That's going to happen. That should be. Yeah, it's going to be happening right like during the holidays. We're going to launch that.
Good.
Then we have a marketing product that we're out there on the street. The products that we've been using to market our conferences for the last 5 or 6 years. I started offering them as services to other companies that are looking to market primarily on LinkedIn. And if you're interested, hit me up on that. We
Very
also
powerful tool.
Launched a wellness company that we're reselling for that's been very successful. What else are we doing? And then there's something else.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get in some exercise every day.
We're doing a lot of AI. We're at the gym 3-4 days a week lifting heavy, and that's. In fact, I went and saw my doctor for the first time today, and she had a what I call a backhanded compliment. And
she said, what'd she say?
She said, "Well, you obviously work out. I can see that." And that's coming from the doctor.
I don't think that's backhanded.
No, okay, but it was
that's
just
a compliment.
A compliment.
That's a straight on compliment.
It was kind of like, you know what, this is working.
If somebody walked up to me and said, "You obviously work out," I'd be like,
well, it happened to me too when we were living at the resort, and somebody asked me if I was the personal trainer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no.
That's a compliment.
I'm not the personal trainer.
Take it as a compliment.
We have been.
That's so funny.
We have been crawling into the gym a few times a week.
Yeah. At least.
And let me tell you, the gym we go to over in Fort Lauderdale.
It's nice.
They're professional bodybuilders in there.
Yeah, they're really.
And like police and firemen who like get paid to work out. Like it's like we feel like we're not in shape when we go in there compared to some of the other.
Look at her muscles. She's. Really...
I'll call them monsters in a good way. There's some people there who are absolutely freaking ripped, and in really good shape. So
I'm not.
We're
okay.
We're okay. We're not ripped.
I like to drink wine.
Yeah.
And eat chocolate. And cheese.
Yeah.
That's I'd be ripped if I didn't do those 3 things.
Yeah. So other than that, every week there's something else cool going on here in Fort Lauderdale.
Absolutely.
We saw the Christmas boat parade over the weekend, the past weekend.
Fantastic. Like, I really didn't know what to expect, and it was just amazing.
And 2 weeks before that, we traveled down to Miami. I wouldn't
say
it's
travel,
but
that was travel.
20 miles down to Miami when there's art, when there's an activation of some sort, whether that or F1 or some sort of Super Bowl.
That was travel.
Logistically, it took 2.5 hours to go 20 miles.
So, but the
it was all good. It was awesome.
Was Gus. So Gus got us down by car to what part of Miami was that? Would you say?
Oh, we were basically in Wynwood Waltz.
Okay, so near Wynwood, right on Biscayne Bay, we parked our car at the Marriott, jumped on they had the water taxi set up to take people to and from Art Basel, which was where we were headed. So how long was the boat ride?
20 minutes.
Yeah, it was lovely. So we're on this really cool boat ride, zooming along Biscayne Bay, seeing these gorgeous homes.
And the yachts.
Gorgeous yachts.
And the yachts had Christmas trees on, which I thought was really cool.
It is cool to have Christmas tree on a yacht. When I have a yacht, I'm going to put that Christmas tree that's downstairs, that's going on one. But, yeah, I mean, it was just a lovely way to get there. And then we sort of took a bus from there to get us to the convention center.
Yeah, then back we didn't take the bus. We came back with
we
walked. It was
it.
like less than a mile. We walked back to there.
It was a really cool experience to see Art Basel and to see our some old friends.
Yeah. So there's something going on here, and then like a couple weeks before that, we were at the Fort Lauderdale In-Water Boat Show.
Yes.
Which was like 3 miles of boats, which was just insane. The amount of boats and
boat after boat
people
after
there, and the amount of money being spent was highly successful. Billions of dollars driven into the economy for that event.
That was amazing.
yeah,
So we've gotten to know our town a little bit.
and we did F1 earlier this year.
Right. That was
We'll do
one of the
F1
first
again
things
next
that
year.
we did when we first got here.
Yeah.
I think we were here for 3 days and then we went to F1. So
Yeah, so we're going to start going live more often. Again, get back to how we were in Pennsylvania. Now that this year has finally settled out, I should say.
It's almost over. We're finally settled.
Oh, it's been a year. It's been 14, 16 months of nonstop.
It has.
It's all good.
It is good.
It is all good. So, anyway, thank you for listening. And we will catch you all next live.
Yes.
Let us know what you want to hear. We'll come up with